Hi, my name is Martha. There was a moment in my life I will never forget, an experience that changed everything. A severe accident stopped my heartbeat for 6 minutes and 11 seconds. In that moment, I no longer belonged to this world. I felt my soul drifting from my body, light as a breeze. Silence surrounded me, yet it was not frightening. Instead, I felt a peace unlike anything I had ever known. A beam of light appeared ahead, radiant but not blinding. I was drawn toward it, as if the light itself was calling my name. The closer I got, the more I felt a powerful energy, warm, overwhelming, and embracing all my senses. Then I saw them, 12 beings standing in a brilliant glow. They did not speak with words, yet I understood every message they conveyed. They knew me, they understood me, and I felt a pure love unlike anything I had ever experienced on earth. I learned a powerful truth. Energy is everything. Our thoughts and emotions create vibrations that shape our reality. I remember a moment when this truth became undeniably clear to me. I was in a dark period of my life, feeling stuck, drained, and disconnected. No matter how hard I tried, everything seemed to spiral downward. Then one evening, as I sat quietly in reflection, I remembered something profound. I am energy. Not just my body or my mind. My very essence was part of a greater vibration, a divine frequency that connected me to something infinitely larger. That night I asked my highest self, my soul, to guide me. I didn't ask for wealth or success. I asked for something greater, peace, purpose, and alignment with what was truly meant for me. Slowly, things started to shift. It wasn't magic, it was alignment. Opportunities that once seemed impossible began appearing. People who brought warmth, positivity, and love naturally entered my life. Even challenges became stepping stones rather than obstacles. I realized then that my energy was a powerful force, not something to be wasted on anger, fear, or doubt. Instead, I learned to focus on what expanded me, what brought joy, and what resonated with love. This is what some call the law of attraction, but it's more than that. It's what I now understand as heart power. When you consciously live from a place of love, when you align your thoughts, words, and actions with compassion, forgiveness, and gratitude, you become a magnet for experiences that uplift you. It's not about forcing positivity. It's about embracing your true nature. You aren't separate from the divine. You are a reflection of it. The Creator's essence pulses within you, just as you exist within that infinite energy. If your energy feels depleted, realign it. Ask yourself, is this path making me grow? Is it serving the greatest good, not just for me, but for all? If the answer is no, pause and redirect. Ask your soul, your higher self, to show you something better, something aligned with your highest good. The answers will come, sometimes quietly, sometimes like a lightning bolt, but they will come. I've learned that when you surrender to this flow, life unfolds in ways more beautiful than you can imagine. The burdens that once seemed impossible to carry begin to lift. The people who are meant to walk alongside you appear. Situations that once drained your spirit fall away, replaced by experiences that nourish your soul. This is the wisdom the 12 archangels shared with me. They reminded me that each of us holds this power, the power of love, the power of heart energy. They called it Christ consciousness, the divine force that unites us all. We are never alone in this journey. Whether you feel strong or weary, whether you are filled with hope or weighed down by doubt, know that you are deeply loved. There are unseen hands lifting you higher, urging you to remember who you are and what you're made of. You are energy. You are divine. And when you align your vibration with love, you unlock a power that transforms not only your life, but the world around you. It was through this awakening that I came to understand a profound truth, one that was revealed to me by 12 magnificent beings of light, the 12 archangels. If you're new to my journey, you might be wondering, who are the 12 archangels? The simplest way they have explained themselves to me is this. If you trace existence back to its origin, to the very beginning of creation, you reach what some call the central soul, the source, or the great central sun. It is the birthplace of all that exists, the essence of pure divine love, beyond time and space. From this source, 12 great beings of light were brought forth, souls of immense wisdom and power, tasked with a sacred mission to guide and nurture all that the Creator would bring into existence. They are the divine architects, the caretakers of creation, ensuring that the great unfolding of life moves in harmony with the original intention of love. Their number, 12, is not arbitrary. It represents cycles, the flow of existence, the balance between beginnings and endings, learning and transformation. The 12 archangels were called forth not only to shape the cosmos, but also to establish what they call schoolroom Earth. Earth was designed as a place of deep learning, a center where souls could come to experience duality, to understand both love and fear, light and darkness, unity and separation. Here, every choice carries weight. Every experience shapes the soul's journey. And through lifetimes of struggle and triumph, we learn the most important lesson of all, to value love above all else. For eons, this has been our mission, to remember love. But the archangels bring us incredible news. The great work has already been done. Across the vastness of creation, the lesson has been learned. Humanity is no longer lost in an endless cycle of forgetting. The time of separation is ending, and we are stepping into a new era of remembrance and unity. Imagine an infinite number of souls, each on their own journey, each experiencing different realities, all moving through lifetimes to uncover one profound truth. Love is the only thing that lasts. Love is what we are made of. Love is what binds us to the divine. The 12 archangels are here to remind us of this truth. They stand as beacons of light, lifting us beyond fear, beyond illusion, back into alignment with our divine essence. They have always been with us, whispering to our souls, guiding us gently back home. And now, in this time of awakening, their voices grow stronger. They call us to remember who we are, to remember that we are not separate from the Creator, that we are not bound by the limitations of this world. We are divine beings of light. We are love in motion. And we are ready to step into the fullness of our truth. As the archangels revealed this profound truth, they also explained why our journey through fear and darkness was necessary, a vital part of understanding the true power of love. For eons, Earth has been a school, a place where souls come to learn through contrast. We have walked through lifetimes shaped by struggle, separation, and suffering, not as punishment, but as a way to deeply understand the power of love. To appreciate light, we must first know what it means to walk in shadows. To embrace truth, we must experience deception. This has been the design of Schoolroom Earth, but now something incredible is happening. The lesson is complete. The grand experiment of duality has served its purpose, and we are transitioning into a new reality, one where love is the foundation, not fear. The archangels tell us that this shift is already here. It is not some distant future or an abstract concept. The energy of love, unity, and divine truth is pouring into our world right now. Yet many of us still feel trapped in the old paradigm, surrounded by chaos and uncertainty. Why? Because transformation often begins with collapse. If you look around, you may see signs of upheaval, economies faltering, old systems crumbling, structures of power being shaken. Some call this a storm, a reckoning, even the end of an era. And in a way it is. But it is not the kind of ending to fear. It is the breaking of chains, the dissolution of illusions, the clearing of what no longer serves us. Think of a forest fire. To an untrained eye, it looks like destruction, but nature understands. The old trees do not mourn the flames, they embrace them. The fire clears the way for new growth, for stronger roots, for greater life. What seems like devastation is actually the beginning of renewal. This is where we are. The systems built on fear, financial, political, social, are collapsing, not as punishment, but as liberation. For centuries, they have kept us locked in a mindset of scarcity, control, and division. But as they fall, something extraordinary emerges. A new world rooted in love, in abundance, in freedom. This is the return to paradise, not a distant promise, but a reality being birthed through us. It is not coming through external forces. It is rising from within us, from the collective awakening of souls who are remembering their divine nature. Every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness, every step taken in faith rather than fear adds to this transformation. The archangels remind us, do not fear the collapse. Welcome it, celebrate it, because through it you are stepping into the life you were always meant to live. A life where love is the only truth, where fear no longer holds power, where we no longer learn through suffering, but through joy. As the old structures dissolve, something extraordinary is emerging, an earth reborn, free from fear and aligned with its true purpose. Everything that has been built on fear, designed to keep humanity trapped in fear, is being dismantled. It is not a punishment, it is liberation. And what will rise in its place will be unlike anything we have ever known. New freedoms, new technologies, new levels of awareness, a deeper understanding of who we are, not just as physical beings, but as divine souls walking a human experience. A reality shaped by possibility, by creativity, by love. And above all, a joy so profound that it will be unlike anything we have ever experienced. For Earth has never known it before. For thousands of years, Earth has been a school. Every civilization, every soul that has incarnated here has participated in the grand lesson of duality, learning through struggle, through contrast, through the experience of light and darkness. Even in the times of great spiritual awakening, even in the golden ages, there was always an underlying current of learning through challenge. That has been the nature of schoolroom Earth. But now, the school is transforming. The lesson is shifting. Earth is becoming something new, something sacred, something pristine. The archangels tell me that Gaia, our Mother Earth, is ready. She is ready to shed the burdens of pollution, of destruction, of the weight humanity has placed upon her. She is ready to reveal her true beauty, to flourish, to shine in a way we have never seen before. The earth we walk on will be reborn, just as we will. So when you see the chaos, when you hear the whispers of collapse, when you feel the trembling of the old world crumbling around you, do not be afraid. Smile. Know that what is happening is temporary. Know that just like a forest fire clears the way for new life, this great transition is making space for something extraordinary. Fear is being erased. And when fear is gone, we will awaken to the truth that love is real, that we are loved beyond measure, that we have always been part of something so much greater than ourselves. I know that right now, some of you may struggle to believe this. The suffering, the division, the uncertainty, it still seems too real. But I tell you this, not as a theory, not as a wish, but as something I know deep in my soul. The world that is coming will be more beautiful than we can imagine. And you, yes you, chose to be here for it. You did not come here by accident. You agreed, long before you were born, to witness this transformation. You chose to walk this path, to see the fall, to experience the awakening, and to help birth a new reality. This is not just a time of change. This is a time of remembrance. Go within. Ask your higher self, your soul, did I agree to be here for this? Did I choose to be part of this great awakening? And then listen. Because the answer is already inside you. And when you remember, you will not feel fear. You will feel joy. You will feel a deep knowing that you are here for a reason, that you are a beacon of love, a guide, a holder of light in this transition. You are like a doula, supporting the birth of a new earth, standing in the sacred space between what was and what is to come. And what is coming is breathtaking. I know that many are speaking of storms, of collapse, of uncertainty. And yes, the old systems, built on fear, on control, on scarcity, are falling. But this is not destruction. This is a homecoming. The financial structures, the governmental institutions, the ways in which power has been hoarded and manipulated, they are being dissolved, not to leave us in chaos, but to make space for something better. Do not mourn the loss of what was never meant to last. Instead, open your eyes to what is being born. There will be no more lack. There will be no more enslavement, to debt, to limitation, to systems designed to keep humanity small. We are stepping into a reality where love is the foundation, where abundance is natural, where connection, not division, is what guides us. And as this transformation unfolds, the universe is speaking to us. Look to the sky. Have you ever truly felt the northern lights? Not just seen them with your eyes, but felt their energy? Have you ever stood beneath their swirling colors and let them speak to you? Because they do speak. The northern lights are more than just particles and science. They are messages, gifts of magic sent to remind us that we are held in love. Sometimes they are created by the earth herself. Sometimes they are sent by forces beyond our understanding, by beings, by energies, by the great cosmic symphony we are all a part of. They appear in the darkest nights, just as the new dawn of humanity appears in the midst of the greatest uncertainty. And what do they say? They say, open. Open your heart. Open your mind. Open your soul to receive the love that is flowing to you from the great divine. They are a whisper from the universe itself. You are awakening. You are evolving. You are remembering who you truly are. So let them remind you. Let them be a symbol, just as rainbows are symbols, of the transformation we are stepping into. And know this, you are not alone. You never have been. You are supported, you are guided, and you are so deeply loved. This journey is not just about waiting for the world to change. It is about actively becoming that change. It is about choosing love over fear, truth over illusion, faith over doubt. So stand in that power. Hold that light. And know that no matter how the world shifts around you, you are exactly where you are meant to be. The new Earth is not coming. It is here. And you? You were born for this. As Earth undergoes this transformation, something ancient and long forgotten is reawakening. Portals, energetic gateways that have always connected our world to realms beyond. Since the beginning of time, Earth has been more than just a planet. It has been a sacred meeting ground between dimensions, a bridge between seen and unseen worlds. Throughout history, myths and legends have spoken of portals, gateways to other realms, places where the veil between worlds is thin. But are they real, or just the fantasies of storytellers? I have come to know that they are very real, not just as concepts, but as tangible energy points that exist across the world and beyond. These portals are not merely mystical ideas. They are energetic highways designed to connect different dimensions, different times, and different planes of existence. They are woven into the fabric of creation itself, just as sacred sites have been established as power centers where divine connection is strongest. Since the creation of Earth, beings from across the cosmos have visited, observed, and even played a role in humanity's evolution. Some came with pure intentions, assisting in our awakening. Others perhaps had different motives, but all of them in one way or another shaped the grand experience we call Schoolroom Earth. These portals still exist today. Some are ancient and well guarded, hidden deep within mountains, forests, and valleys. Others are less known, waiting to be discovered by those who are ready. They have inspired countless myths of time travel, of beings stepping between realities, of mysterious lights and disappearances. They explain why certain places on Earth feel inexplicably different, why some locations pulse with an energy that makes your skin tingle, why sacred sites hold an unexplainable magnetic pull. I remember feeling this pull myself. There was a moment in my life when I was drawn to a certain mountain range, a place I had never been, but somehow felt familiar. When I arrived, I felt something, an energy, a presence beyond what the eye could see. The air shimmered as if charged with an unseen force. And as I closed my eyes, I saw, not with my physical sight, but with my inner knowing. Beings moving through light, stepping between worlds. A place where dimensions overlapped, where time and space were no longer rigid. These beings do not need spacecraft to travel. They move through intention, through vibration, through mastery of energy itself. Just as the 12 archangels exist in the 12th dimension and still guide us in the 3rd, so too do these beings step through dimensional doorways, assisting, teaching, and sometimes simply observing. Some ask, why don't we see them more often? The truth is, they are here. But our frequency has been weighed down by fear, by illusions of separation. As we rise in vibration, as love becomes our guiding force, we will begin to see. The veil is thinning. The shift is happening. And soon, those who have always been with us will no longer need to remain unseen. Some portals align with sacred sites, places where Earth's energy is purest, where love flows unfiltered. These sites make it easier for higher dimensional beings to assist us. They are places of healing, wisdom, and remembrance. When we enter them, we come closer to understanding our true nature. And then, there are the northern lights. Some believe they are just particles colliding in the sky, but I know they are more. They are messages, cosmic signatures, reminders of divine presence. Sometimes they are created by Earth herself. Other times they are formed by forces beyond our understanding. Beings of light, celestial guardians, cosmic travelers leaving their imprints upon our world. They appear in the darkest nights, just as the new dawn of humanity appears in the midst of chaos. And what do they say? They say, open. Open your heart. Open your mind. Open your soul to receive the love that is flowing to you from the divine. They are a whisper from the universe. You are awakening. You are evolving. You are remembering who you truly are, and we will see them. Not just the northern lights, but all that has been hidden from us. As we raise our frequency, as we step out of fear and into love, we will witness what has always been here. Benevolent beings, guides, watchers, angels, those who walk between worlds. This transition is already happening. Earth is preparing. The sacred sites are activating. The portals are awakening. And those who are ready will step into a new reality, not one of fear, but of connection, of unity, of the great remembering. As we awaken to the greater reality beyond this physical world, we also begin to see through the illusions that have shaped our lives, including the greatest illusion of all: wealth. Wealth. It's a word that carries weight, shaped by centuries of belief, struggle, and illusion. Some are born into it with ease, while others spend their lives chasing it, feeling as though it remains just out of reach. Why is this? Is wealth truly something that some are destined for, while others are not? Or is there a deeper truth, one that goes beyond money, beyond material possessions, beyond the illusions we have been taught to accept? I've pondered this question deeply, and through my journey I've come to understand something profound. True wealth is not what we have been led to believe. The greatest wealth we will ever possess is within us. It is not measured by the numbers in a bank account, nor by the property we own or the luxuries we accumulate. It is measured by something far more powerful: the depth of our connection to who we truly are. When we remember our divine origin, when we recognize that we are an extension of the Creator, we realize that we are already infinitely abundant. But what about financial wealth? What about money? That is where we have been deceived. Money, as it exists in this world, was originally created as part of the illusion of fear. It was designed within the paradigm of lack, where one must toil, compete, and struggle to obtain enough. It was built on the belief that security and freedom are external, that they are granted through accumulation rather than through our inherent divine connection. But here's the truth: money itself is an illusion. It is a tool, nothing more. It is neither good nor bad, yet it has been weaponized as a force of control. Humanity has been conditioned to believe that wealth belongs to the few, and that struggle is inevitable. We have been taught that some are simply born into abundance, while others must fight for survival. Yet if we step back and view this from a higher perspective, we begin to see the cracks in this illusion. We begin to understand that we were never meant to be enslaved by a concept that is, at its core, artificial. The archangels have shared a vital truth with me. The currency of the divine is not money. It is energy. It is intention. It is alignment. And when we operate from a place of pure heart power, we step into the flow of true abundance. So how do we manifest wealth, not just in terms of finances, but in all aspects of our lives? We begin by shifting our perception. Instead of focusing on money, focus on what it represents. Ask yourself, what do I truly need? Do I need security? Do I need a home, nourishment, support, peace? Instead of saying, I need more money, say, thank you for providing me with everything I need. Speak to your soul, to your highest self, to the divine source itself. Gratitude is the language of highest vibrational manifestation. When you align with gratitude, you align with the infinite source of creation. You step out of fear and into trust. And trust is the key. So many of us cling to the idea that money equals safety and security. But this is an illusion. True security comes from faith in the divine. The soul always provides what is needed. When we shift our vibration, when we stop seeing money as something we must chase and instead recognize abundance as something we already possess, we enter into a new reality where our needs are met effortlessly. The time is coming when lack will no longer exist. Earth is shifting, evolving, awakening. The old structures built on fear are dissolving. And with them, the concept of scarcity will fade. We are being called to step into a new way of being. A way where abundance flows not through hoarding, not through control, but through alignment with love. This is why the archangels urge us. Do not cling to the illusion of financial wealth. Instead, embrace the abundance of the divine. So what can you do today to bring abundance into your life? First, release fear. Fear is the barrier that blocks manifestation. When we operate from fear, we close the door to possibility. Shift your mindset from lack to gratitude. Second, ask. The divine does not withhold. It does not deny. When we ask from a place of love and trust, we receive beyond what we could ever imagine. Speak these words. I am willing to receive above and beyond all that I need to be happy, free, and at peace. Third, open yourself to miracles. Wealth is not just money. It is opportunities, connections, experiences, joy. When you open yourself to receive, abundance comes in forms you may not expect. And finally, align with love. The frequency of love is the highest currency in existence. When you live in alignment with love, abundance naturally follows. The systems of control, money, time, limitation, have enslaved humanity for too long. But we are waking up. We are remembering that we are not bound by these illusions. We are infinite beings, connected to an infinite source. So let go of the fear. Let go of the struggle. You were never meant to live in scarcity. You were born to experience abundance in its purest form. The shift is happening. The old world is falling away. And what is rising in its place is something beyond anything we have ever known. Step into your true wealth. Step into your divine inheritance. The universe is waiting. Beloved ones, you who walk this earth, who dream, who love, who seek, this message is for you. You are human, yes, but you are also far more than that. You are infinite. You are divine. And you are here for a reason. We call on you to celebrate love, to embrace it, to let it fill every part of your being, lifting you higher, freeing you from fear, and anchoring you in the one truth that has always been. You are immortal, and you are powerful beyond measure. Do not be afraid of change. It is knocking at your door. Instead of hiding from it, instead of resisting, open the door wide. Welcome it in as an honored guest. Sit with it. Say, change, I have been expecting you. Ask it, are you the beginning of something beautiful? Are you the paradise I have been waiting for? And change will smile and say, believe that I am love, and you will see the beauty I bring. For a new world is unfolding, a reality filled with possibility, truth, and deep knowing. A reality where you remember why you are here. To those who seek wisdom, who open their hearts to higher understanding, we say, you are seen, you are supported, you are never alone. The work you do, the truth you share, it matters. The light you shine reaches far beyond what you can perceive. We are here always to guide, to uplift, to walk beside you. The great unfolding of consciousness is not something to fear, but to embrace. It is a homecoming, a return to the love that has never left you. And so we ask of you, be who you truly are. If something no longer brings you joy, let it go. If something no longer fits the expansion of your soul, outgrow it. Step fully into the light of your being and celebrate this life, this moment, this existence. For we are with you in every breath, in every heartbeat, in every moment of awakening. We hold your hands, we kiss your foreheads, and we whisper always, "You are loved beyond measure," until the next moment, and the next, and the next. For eternity is not a place, it is who we are. As I sit here reflecting on this incredible conversation, I can feel the energy moving through me, filling the space, extending beyond the screen to reach each of you who are watching, listening, absorbing these words. If you pause for just a moment, take a deep breath, you may feel it too. That gentle warmth, that whisper of truth, that knowing deep in your soul that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The sun has just broken through my window, a golden light streaming in at the perfect moment. A small sign, perhaps, that we are always being guided, always being reminded of something greater than ourselves. This has been such an inspiring exchange, and I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to share this space with you. The work we do, bringing forth wisdom, sharing love, remembering who we are, is not just for a select few. It is for all of us. It is for humanity. And if you feel called to dive deeper, to explore the truths we have touched on today, there are so many paths available. Wisdom is not hidden. It is waiting for those who are ready to seek it. For those interested, I encourage you to explore Wisdom from North, a place where transformation happens, where ancient teachings meet modern understanding. There is a wealth of knowledge there, courses, teachings, messages from the higher realms, all designed to help you step into your power, to remember your purpose, to align with your soul's journey. Recently, I have been channeling new teachings for the School of Spiritual Evolution, a place where we explore the deeper aspects of soul communication, energy, and the profound connection between the soul and abundance. One of the most powerful revelations has been about money, not as a material object, but as an extension of energy itself. The upcoming course, Relationship Evolution, is something I'm especially excited about. Relationships are at the core of our experience here on Earth. They are the mirrors that reflect our deepest wounds and our greatest joys. They are the spaces where we are broken and where we heal. This new course will explore relationships not just from a personal standpoint, but from a soul perspective. How they evolve, how they serve us, how they guide us toward transformation. And so, as we near the end of this conversation, I want to leave you with a question that has shaped my own journey. What is the deeper meaning of life? For me, the answer is beautifully simple, yet infinitely profound. To remember how to live as a free, joyful, unburdened child. To rediscover that sense of wonder, that lightness of being, that unshakable trust in the universe. To wake up each morning knowing, I am loved, I am guided, I am wanted here. When we were children, we lived without fear. We played without questioning whether we were worthy. We loved without hesitation. We trusted without doubt. And then, as we grew, the world told us we had to be careful. It told us to be guarded, to measure our worth by achievements, to tie our security to things outside of ourselves. We learned to fear. We learned to doubt. We forgot the magic we once carried so effortlessly. But the meaning of life is to remember, to strip away the layers of conditioning, the weight of expectations, the illusions of fear, and return to the essence of who we are. To trust in the divine design of our lives, to do what brings us joy, to love freely, to give openly, to embrace each moment as the miracle that it is. We were never meant to live in struggle. We were never meant to live in fear. These were lessons, powerful, necessary lessons, but not our ultimate reality. Our ultimate reality is love. It is peace. It is the unshakable truth that we are divine beings, each carrying a spark of the Creator, each with a purpose, each with a light that the world desperately needs. And so, as we part ways for now, I invite you to take this message with you. Let go of what no longer serves you. Step into the freedom of your soul. Trust in the path ahead. You're exactly where you are meant to be. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. It has been an honor, and I look forward to our next conversation. Until then, be love, be light, and above all, be you. Before we part ways, I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, what if everything we talked about today is real? What if you are more powerful than you've ever been told? What if abundance, love, and divine wisdom are already within your reach, just waiting for you to claim them? This is not just another video. This is a wake-up call, a reminder that you are here for a reason, that your soul chose this moment, this time, this awakening, and the best part, you are not alone. We are in this together. A movement of souls rising, remembering, reclaiming the divine truth that has always been ours. The world is shifting, and you have a choice. Will you step into the light, into your power, into the life you were meant to live? If this message resonated with you, don't just keep it to yourself. Spread the light. Hit like to affirm your place in this divine journey. Leave a comment below and tell me what spoke to your heart the most. Let's create a space of wisdom, love, and transformation together. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. This isn't just about content. It's about connection, about receiving messages that will uplift, inspire, and guide you forward. Each video is a gift, a beacon of light, and by subscribing, you ensure you never miss a single one. May God's blessings pour over you. May love surround you. And may you walk forward in faith, knowing that the best is yet to come.